Surge 2 is an action role-playing game which takes all the good things from its predecessor and continues to build and improve on its foundation. I'm delighted to see that Deck 13 has learned a lot from past experiences and have managed to create an improved game in all aspects. It feels as like the game becomes less difficult except for the occasional boss fight and special enemy that you encounter. The overall experience was perfect. The controls always work how they should, and not once have I died because of faulty gameplay mechanics. The game is well balanced and there's something for everyone that enjoys these kind of games. The only negative points worth mentioning would be that the camera was sometimes not helping at all, as it was being obstructed by the environment. There were some other small bugs, but that didn't really affect gameplay in any way that I found too annoying. Also, in your first playthrough, the map can be a little bit confusing, as you don't have a waypoint or any kind of marker to show in what direction you are going. The game is a fun experience. If this is the first action RPG you're picking up, or if you are more experienced in this genre, you will probably enjoy this game. As long as you keep in mind to grind for level and equipment upgrades if you get stuck on a boss or a certain area. As upgrading makes the game somewhat easier, you will still of course need to think of strategies to defeat enemy, as this is a key part of the game. As the story unfolds, you will obtain a large variety of weapons which you can use to defeat enemies whose arms, legs, heads and torsos can be targeted and removed individually. You can also dodge and do well-timed parry attacks. Besides melee weapons, you can also use a drone to help you in combat and use implants to further enhance your character's abilities. The game takes place in post-apocalyptic Jericho City and its adjoined areas. And although the story is linear, the player can always choose to go to an alternate path to explore the areas that have been locked previously. New areas, however, will be unlocked in a linear fashion. I feel, as in most games, the developers always choose to either make it graphically incredibly beautiful or make the story a little bit longer. In The Surge 2, they found the perfect balance in my opinion. The game looks very nice and is more than long enough as well. In terms of graphics, it's a big improvement on its predecessor, and on top of that, they also improved every other aspect of the game. You will find yourself in a wide variety of different environments with an abundance of enemy types, and there are more than enough weapons animations and armor sets to change the look and feel of the main character. You can already see this when you start the game and will be introduced to character creation, as the options to customize your male or female character are more abundant than in most games out there. There isn't really any music in The Surge beside the ambient tracks in the background. This however works really well, as the sounds of your and the enemy's weapons clashing together with the subtle environmental sound create an ambience that is very suitable for this type of game. You have a choice of a large variety of single and dual wielding weapons which can be either fast or slow with high or low damage stats. Most weapons also tend to do some sort of elemental damage, which is particularly helpful in endgame. I recommend to favorite one fast and one slow weapon, so you can change tactics quickly depending on the enemy you encounter. Every weapon tends to feel just a little bit different, so really try all of them to see which is the best fit for you and the enemies you encounter. The same can basically be said also about armor. Besides defensive stats, you also have to consider which secondary stats such as speed, needed power cores, and elemental defense you generally need the most. You also get additional bonuses by wearing half or full armor sets. With implants, you can manage your consumables such as health or energy packs, or choose between a wide variety of offensive and defensive buffs that can really make a difference, especially during boss battles. You always need to clear out and search every area to be sure you find new or improved implants to help you in battles. Some vendors will also sell you implants that are costly and effective. Some implants, which are basically consumables, can also be upgraded in the same way that you can upgrade armor or weapons. In terms of replay value and duration of the game, it will take you around 20 plus hours to complete the main storyline, depending on how fast you get the hang of the basics of the game and how many submissions you will try to complete before finishing the game. If however you want to go for the full experience and complete every side mission, unlock every trophy or achievement, find all weapons and armor sets, and enjoy one or more New Game Plus playthroughs, then you will get an excellent value for money. After playing 40 plus hours, I've still not unlocked everything the game has to offer. I was quite surprised at how much I was still finding and unlocking even when I was at 30 plus hours of playtime. And so in conclusion, my final rates of the game will be as followed. I give graphics an 8.5, gameplay an 8, music and sound effects 7.5, and replay value and length of the game a 9. For everyone who enjoys this genre, I can only say go to the store and pick it up right now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like, put a comment maybe, and then subscribe to our channel. Hopefully see you again in any of our other videos or in the next review. Have a nice day. Ciao.